Hello, I'm Penny Melville Brown from Baking Blind, and I've been having a wonderful time cooking around the world with professional chefs and home cooks. But because I'm blind, I have to rely completely on my other senses, whether that's smell, taste, touch or hearing. And now you can see how I manage it. I was in Melbourne with top pastry chef Dre, facing a massive challenge. After the disaster of the profiteroles in Virginia Beach a few weeks earlier, we were making her hugely complicated and very intricate caramel eclairs with lots and lots of stages, which is why this is a rather long video. First, she explained that I needed to cook the choux pastry, butter and flour mix much longer than I'd expected.
So you cook it out like a roux.
Yes.
And so you continue to cook it until it starts to catch on the bottom, and then you cook it for about another minute. So it's really kind of
really dry.
And it's paste like almost like pasta dough.
And there were more tips once the eggs were beaten in and as we were cooking the choux pastry.
And then we always let it cool.
Yeah.
So we never pipe on the same day, so that it gives all the gluten the time to just relax, to do all its things, the eggs to incorporate, the butter to settle down, and it's easier to pipe the next day because it's firmed up. So then you put it in your piping bag the next day and you pipe it.
So you heard it here. This is from the top pastry chef in Melbourne, who's trained in Paris and London. If she knows about choux pastry, now you do.
And so then the other little tip that we do, so after we've piped it, we put a little biscuit on top. So it's basically a shortbread that's been rolled really, really, really thin and if you can feel that, honey, are you right-handed or left-handed?
Yeah,
both,
yeah.
ambidextrous. So can you feel that texture on the top?
Yes.
So that's
just
a shortbread biscuit.
Slightly rough.
So, and when you taste it, so when you taste the
that's
choux,
going to give you a bit of extra
it's
crunch.
going to give you that extra crunch. So if you want to try that,
Yep.
you're going to taste.
And when you take these out of the oven, do you prick them to let the steam out?
No, because it should be dry enough. It should be dry enough. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that shortbread is just, it's got a little bit of sugar in there, isn't it?
A little bit of sugar and salt.
Just catches on your teeth, just gives you that
little texture. But what it also does is it keeps the shape, because it's a bit of weight on the top of it. So you can do that with, if you were doing individual choux buns or eclairs. You can do it on anything. And even better, you can get really creative and you can flavor the shortbread in whatever flavor you want to do. You could do chocolate, you could do raspberry, you could do green tea, you could then it becomes endless.
We started with the caramel bavarois that needed stirring before being put into the piping bag. And another tip.
So a trick here for filling a piping bag is the jug. You've got the jug trick. And then that's the piping bag here.
I even managed to fill that bag. Then we cut a rectangle out of the top of the eclair and biscuit and discarded it. It made it much easier for filling. And then we got the bag ready for piping.
a long piece of cling film, but quite narrow, and you tied it tight up here.
Exactly.
So that's holding my...
So you don't need to worry about the end.
That is what I needed to know. That means I am now a piper.
Yes. See, now you can hold
now I
with
can
one
use it
hand.
like a pen.
Exactly.
Oh wow! Do you know, it was worth coming to Australia just to learn that.
Oh.
I piped in the bavarois. Then we added Rice Krispies covered in caramel and then chocolate for crunch. And a layer of caramel buttercream.
Well, we were talking about mouthfeel, weren't we?
That's it.
And so teeth going through crispy biscuit, crispy pastry, and then the different feel of this texture of softness.
Exactly.
And then the bavarois, which is always going to feel a bit colder because it's got the cream, and that's much stronger flavour. And a completely different mouthfeel for the bavarois. But this is warm.
It is. Yeah. But even though it's quite firm.
Yeah.
But it's still.
And this has got, because it's a buttercream, it's got that fattiness to it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
They're quite different.
And then Dre produced all the bits for decoration and showed me how to pipe spirals of a caramel mousse set with chocolate on the top of the eclairs. I needed a practice first.
Yeah.
And we're just going to we're going to put pressure.
Yeah.
Just get, ooh, have we got any coming out? Just 1 second. I'm holding your hand too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to push out and pressure, even pressure, and then just around. That's it.
So
just
making
slowly. Just
making a
slowly.
little spiral.
Yeah, just your wrist. It's just in your wrist. There you go. Great. That's what we're doing.
How's
We're making
that?
a spiral. You've got the spiral. It's uneven, but we've got the spiral.
No, that is not uneven. That is interpretative.
There you go.
Yeah, got it.
Right? So then we're going to start at your left hand, where your fingers are. Okay? So keep going down.
Let me just find
That's it. Just a little bit further in the end. Now,
Yeah. Spiral.
push with your right. That's it. And just with your wrist. Around, moving along towards your right hand as you go. Great. And stop. Not bad. Honestly,
There is no gasp.
there is no gasp.
Amazement here. is there?
But we're going to decorate it even more. In front of us here is our last, I'd like to say it's the last bit, 2 more steps. You've got sheets of chocolate just in front of you.
Yeah,
Can you feel that? So it's a sheet, you can run your hand straight down it.
Yes.
That's a thin piece of chocolate and you
Yes.
can try it too.
And this is
Break a
tempered?
piece off, it's tempered chocolate. You can just break a piece off and you can hear it snap.
Oh, yes.
So it's
We
definitely
can put-
tempered. We're going to break it. We're going to put it onto the eclair. So we use
some
about 5 pieces, 5 little shards, so you can
Yeah.
break it even more. And we're going to put it into the eclair, which is just straight in front
That's
of you.
it.
There
There's,
you go. It's
you
just
just
straight in
find
front
it?
of you.
No,
Yep.
that one's,
There you go. That's it. That's the end of it. And just poke it in. That's it.
that one's broken.
Yeah, that's
Look at
alright. And then you just
Actually,
take another piece.
this is-
because your hands are warm.
I am a warm-blooded
Yes.
person.
And then in.
But you were much colder, weren't you?
My hands are always cold. In winter time, the chocolate sets on my hands. Because my hands are just always cold. They say it's because something to do with blood and heart stuff, but deal with that when we get there.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so
That's it. So we're just sticking little shards
Yes.
into the caramel.
Yes.
Chantilly. Done.
Done?
Done.
More?
One more.
One
Gold
more?
leaf. Because you can't
Gold
have
leaf.
anything without.
We want bling, don't we?
We always have to have bling. The reason being is that is that extra little bit of luxe that
Yes.
we want to offer.
Yeah.
And it just gives it that little bit of finesse. It's a book of gold leaf. It's 25 leaves of 23 karat gold.
My goodness.
Made in Germany. So this is actually what when they do like the Buddhas and they do the big statues, it
Yes.
is actually real gold leaf.
Oh,
23 karat gold leaf.
may I just
Yes, you
put
may.
my hand onto it?
So this is. I'm going to open the first page because it's in sheets.
Yes, I
So can
understand.
you feel that? So that's the sheet of the first page of the book. So
Yeah.
they've got it individual between pieces of rice paper.
Yeah.
The gold leaf was so fine, I couldn't feel it.
Try the back of your hand. Sometimes it's very sensitive. The back of your hand is here. Can you feel that?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
I've got there's little hairs on
Yes,
the back of
that's
my
why
hand.
I can always.
Yes.
Oh, with my son, we do a lot of sensory stuff in the back of his
Yes.
hand because this is one of the very, very sensitive
Yes.
spots
Yes.
where you can feel.
So,
So yeah.
I'm going to hold this.
So you're going to hold it, but you're going to put it actually on. You're going to, with your left, you're going to just pinch a little bit, which is going to take. Can you even feel it?
No,
There you go.
okay.
There you go. Can you feel that?
No.
Cool. There you go. And then it's on your hand. You're going to place it onto the eclair like so, and another little piece, and it's going to just catch on to the caramel eclair. And then you've got the last piece on this hand. You're just going to place it on the end, just here, like so. Done. Caramel eclair.
Eat your hearts out. And guess who's going to eat it?
Well, there you go.
And at last, I had the chance to taste what Dre had created.
I promise you, at this wonderful shop, they have hundreds of these sorts of things, and every one of them looks about 1,000,000 times better than my effort. I think what's so good about it is it's that variety of texture, the variety of temperature, the variety of taste. That is an outstanding cake, and I have a film crew who are going to be desperate to have some.
And that was the last of my time in Melbourne before I flew off to Perth for a stopover where I could meet up with my friend Linda and catch a little bit of the outback before we flew off to Malawi in Africa.